If you ever thought that identity politics was fine and there's no real harm in it, I can already smell John Campier's soy latte right now. Because emotional blackmail can get you what you want if you play Diversity Bingo! Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs. Babyface. Oh boy, May the 4th be with you. Oh, did Disney just, did they just claim that? Did they just copyright that, claim it as their own? Well, here's honey, I can put it in a tweet now. Oh, so today was, you know, your typical, once upon a time, this day used to be pretty cool. You know? May the 4th. Sounds like May the 4th. Hey, we'll turn it into Star Wars Day. But of course, once corporations get their hands on it, it's just about monetizing it. It's just about twisting it. A couple of days ago, if you're unaware, Disney Plus took to Twitter with a link to terms and conditions. I was going to say TLCs. It wasn't TLC, trust me. Saying that, hey, if you use hashtag May the 4th and at Disney Plus in the same tweet, then we can claim ownership of it and do with it what we want. Because they want nice collages of plus Disney Plus, May the 4th. I don't think that's legal, but they tried. They got a lot of blowback. It's Disney. Disney is scum. Come on, can we just be honest here? They're scum. I personally have never liked the company. I know there are Disney files out there that you know love Disneyland and sticking the ears on their head and pretending they're Cinderella, and that's just the guys. Yeah, sure, whatever. But I've never liked Disney. I've always found it a bit of a sinister company. You know, very sinister undertones, very disingenuous. Phony, fake. Now we're just seeing it a little bit more literal. So they decided to drop a couple of bits of information on us today. And taking this from Bounding Into Comics by John F. Trent, this one, posted May the 4th. Leave off Disney. I've got to pronounce this right. Taika Waititi. There you go. Taika Waititi to direct Star Wars movie, and Leslie Headland confirmed to helm new Star Wars series. Ooh. Okay, so let's just get into this first. Disney and Star Wars announced that Taika Waititi will direct a brand new Star Wars film. Not only will Waititi, got that right, direct the film, but he'll also co-write the screenplay. He will be joined by 1917 screenwriter Krysty Wilson-Cairns. All right, fair enough. There's a decent bit of pedigree behind that. Now, Waititi, yeah. He directed one of the... Probably got it mentioned here. Let's have a look. He directed one of the Mandalorian episodes. Directed the season finale, in fact. There we go. I'm personally one of the people who liked The Mandalorian. I enjoyed it as a series. I've come across some people who are not too fussed on it recently. But I personally liked it. I don't like new Disney Star Wars. I wasn't a huge fan of Rogue One at all. I thought it was very boring for the most part. Had a lot of member berries, and there were some good moments when it got to the actual planet where they steal the Death Star plans. Force Awakens, yeah, I enjoyed that. It was a soft reboot of Star Wars, so what's kind of not really to like? And I tried to give all the benefit of the doubt to Rey at the end, thinking that she had just been, oh no, she'd let the Force in. She was you know, overwhelmed by it. She's kind of on a bit of an adrenaline surge of the Force at the end, and therefore that's how she was able to defeat an injured Kylo. But in the next film, you know, it would have calmed down, and then she'd have to receive her training. And no, Last Jedi, absolute trash, garbage movie, and I didn't even see The Rise of Skywalker. I have no plans of seeing The Rise of Skywalker. It sounds abysmal. And Solo, a Soy Wars story. That is one of the most boring things I've ever watched in my life. I thought it was dreadful. But The Mandalorian I liked. I found it well directed, well written. I like the development of the characters. I like the development between the relationship bond with the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. I preferred the simpler stories. I preferred the simpler universe. I think there's some good things to be had in this series. Fingers crossed. So, Taika Waititi... Okay, fine. But I don't know if I've got an interest in another Star Wars movie at the cinema. Legitimately, I don't know. Definitely not a day one person. If I hear rumours, you know, if I hear reviews from people that I trust that it's actually very good, or, you know, it's a return to form and stuff like that, then, yeah, I might see myself going. But probably err on the side of caution. I don't owe Star Wars anything. It had all of my childhood, and it had a lot of my money for a long time. It has to earn that now. And it's not. Because it's playing intersectional feminist crap, and the films are trash. They're not having a plan going forward, and it shows. And they're pandering and catering to a bunch of degenerate weirdos on Twitter, instead of actually who their target audience is. And the person who's helming it all, Karen Kennedy, no, she's lost her first name. She's now Karen Kennedy. Is just atrocious. She knows exactly what she's doing. She has no love for this series whatsoever. She only wants to push her message, which is why we get to Leslie Headland. Because we've discussed Leslie in Friday Night Tights. We've discussed Leslie in a video here on the channel. This person is dodgier than a whole kennel full of canines. This person was a personal assistant for 1 year to Harvey Weinstein. When she left, she wrote a play about an abusive ex-boss that everyone at the time thought was a complete and utter wink to Weinstein. She talked of abuse with Weinstein in generalistic terms, and then claimed to be a supporter of women. A supporter of women when she profiteered off what her boss did. She doesn't support women, she supports herself. But intersectional feminism is a great way to self-serve, while going under the banner of something progressive, that if you go against the grain, then you might just find yourself Me Too'd. So she comes out, as we know, a few days ago, about a week or two ago, in a Variety article where they leak that she's actually going to do a female-centric Star Wars show in a completely different part and time frame of the galaxy. A woman who ticks multiple diversity boxes for them. And I'm sure that if she's got the pat on the back and the gold star from Karen Kennedy, that the show that she's got planned is going to be great. Not so much. So there seemed to be a lot of backlash as regards to that. A lot of rumours coming out that both the Bobs at the top of Disney were absolutely furious when this came out. Why? Because this Right here is how Disney release and announce things in statements. And this was slipped over to Variety. Get the message out there, and the only way that they can stop it is by Bob Iger or the other Bob coming out and saying, no, we're not doing this show. This progressive who ticks multiple diversity boxes, because when you play the diversity game, you lose because you constantly trap yourself in an ever-changing spiral. Sorry, you're not going to get your show. Ooh, not a good look, as they like to say. Oh, that's not a good look. Wouldn't have been a good look for Disney. And so what happens? This is what happens. Bob Iger, other Bob, Disney, they bend the knee to the diversity trap that they fell into. Congratulations. You played the diversity bingo. You scored. You won. You got a house here. Have yourself a Disney Plus series to do your intersectional feminist shite. Now, they don't phrase it like that. They phrase it like this. In addition, Emmy-nominated writer Leslie Headland, Russian Doll Bachelorette, is currently developing a new, untitled Star Wars series, because it hasn't even been developed yet. For Disney Plus, Headland will write, executive produce, and serve as showrunner for the in-development series, which isn't actually in development, but now it can get into development, which adds to a growing list of Star Wars stories for Disney's streaming platform, including The Mandalorian, now in production on Season 2, post-production even, and 2 other previously ordered series, one based around Cassian Andor. Who could give a shit about Cassian Andor prior to the events of Rogue One, a Soy Wars story, and another following the adventures of Obi-Wan Kenobi between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, which is currently in tatters as well. Oh, Disney Star Wars, it's so great. It's not saturation at all. It's not saturation at all. An Obi-Wan series, a Cassian Andor, fuck off, series, Leslie Headland's intersectional feminist series, another film on its way by Taika Waititi. That's it, folks. That's all you have to do, is you just have to tick a few diversity boxes, and if you're worried that your series isn't going to get picked up, just simply go to your latest ally and get them to print the story off, and then Disney have to bend the knee. Congratulations, Leslie. I'm sure your series is going to be wonderful. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.